Hi again, everybody. Glad to be back at Luther Family Ford here. This is our February salute to law enforcement. One of the great things that we get to do each month to get together with some of the great people that serve our community, and Joel and his team here at Luther Family Ford as well. Always thankful to all of you for coming out and being with us for the ceremony as well. Thanks to a number of the members of Fargo PD for being here as well. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for making the time and coming over here today. One of the cool things that we get to do here each month, and this month we are honoring the Fargo Police Department, and we're honoring one of the members of the team, but certainly we're saying thanks to everybody for all the great work that you do here each month. And Joel, this is a program that we enjoy doing. I know it means a lot to you too that we get to have these guys over here once a month and say thanks.
You bet. We appreciate what you guys do. I say it all the time. I feel like a recording, but we truly do. And you guys are, this is a big deal to us, and hopefully you guys appreciate it as well. So,
yeah. Well, Joel, thanks for doing it. It means a lot that there's businesses in our community that stand behind law enforcement. So thanks for you and your team.
We need them.
Yeah, you got that right. Like never before. You're exactly right about that. This month's honoree is Officer Dean Jordheim. Dean, thanks for coming out. Congrats on the honor here this month.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, appreciate you coming by here today too. So here's a little bit about Dean. Officer Jordheim started with the Fargo Police Department in 2008, beginning his career in patrol, expanded his expertise in numerous areas within the patrol division. Officer Jordheim joined the department's bicycle officer group, later graduated from Northwestern University's Police Motorcycle Operator course. As a certified motor officer, Officer Jordheim transferred to the Traffic Safety Unit, where he would issue over 1,500 traffic tickets per year. Many of us have apparently had an encounter with Officer Jordheim one way or the other. Officer Jordheim became a subject matter expert in all areas of traffic enforcement and traffic safety. He attended numerous advanced vehicle accident courses, including becoming certified in crash reconstruction. Officer Jordheim's expertise in traffic issues led him to becoming the department's liaison to the central garage and coordinating the maintenance and repair of the department's vehicle fleet. His ability to work with different groups was evident during the Dakota Access Pipeline protests in Morton County. Officer Jordheim was selected to be part of the multi-agency Viper team, which used snowmobiles and ATVs to patrol areas not easily accessible to wheeled vehicles. Officer Jordheim's skills are not limited to vehicles or traffic enforcement. He was selected to be a police training officer, where he has trained new officers, and his knowledge of the idiosyncrasies of the downtown area and his ability to cultivate relationships with the business owners led to his being selected as a Downtown Resource Officer, DRO, which is his current position within the department. In addition to his regular duties, Officer Jordheim is a backup bailiff for municipal court and an alternate truck regulatory officer. Officer Jordheim represents the department at ceremonies as a member of the department's honor guard as well. He's been the recipient of the Emergency Service Unit Citation, the Commendable Service Award, a Certificate of Commendation, and 2 life-saving awards. Officer Jordheim is a great asset to the Fargo Police Department and the citizens of Fargo. Please join me in saying congratulations to Officer Dean Jordheim. Well, Dean, that was a pretty long list of things that you've done. What have you enjoyed the most so far of all the things you've done as an officer?
Probably the traffic unit and the downtown resource officer.
Yeah, downtown is an interesting collection of a lot of different people, a lot of different things. There's never a dull day downtown, is there?
No,
yeah.
There isn't.
What do you enjoy so much about that downtown beat, though?
The relationship building with the community and the businesses, and then all the people that work, live, and visit the downtown area.
Did you always want it to be in law enforcement, or was it something that kind of grew on you as you got older?
I started wanting an interest in it when I was going to graduate from high school.
Okay, so it's been for a while. Yep. Yeah. Tell me about a couple of life-saving awards. Tell us a little bit about those experiences.
It was kind of stressful at the time, but it was something that the other officer and I were on that call together, and we felt that it was something we needed to do.
Do you ever stay in touch or hear from those people, days, years after those things happen, or do you just kind of go about your business once those things take care of themselves?
You just go to the next call.
Yeah, that's the way it is, right? Tell me a little bit about how the job has changed since you got into it. You've been at it now for a few years. How has the job changed as time has gone on?
It doesn't really change that much. There's more calls for service than there was when I got hired, but the job is pretty much the same. And it's basically to be a part of the problem solving and helping the community.
Tell me a little bit about the team. You got some of your colleagues here with you today. What does it mean to have their support and camaraderie?
It's awesome, and it's all leadership team here today.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, the bosses know. Speaking of one of them, Chief Zabolski, I'll ask you a couple of questions too. We read this wonderful resume about Officer Jordheim, but just in simple terms, what does he mean to your team?
Well, Dean's just kind of a jack of all trades. He's been a solid contributor for over 14 years in our department, and we rely on him to do a lot of things. But I think the piece about the downtown resource officer and the partnerships and the relationships that he's built downtown, he's well known, he's well respected. Everyone knows him down there, not just the business owners, but the folks walking down the street that may have other issues going on. And it's someone that they can relate to, that they trust to help solve their problems. That's a big piece for our department. So, the work he does is just outstanding. We really appreciate it.
There are a lot of things going on in your department, always a lot going on in the community, but you've had a chance recently to welcome some new officers to your department. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's, the team continues to be built, and we've got a new generation of officer really coming on, and the ability of our group as a whole to kind of understand those folks and to train them up to the same expectations. It's been outstanding. So we're excited to get them trained, to get them out on the road, and get them interacting with our community as well.
How many team members do you have all together now at Fargo PD? It's getting to be a pretty big, I guess it's always been, but you're getting back to where it needs to be.
Yeah. We're authorized 189 sworn, and we're at about 169 right at the moment. So continuing to go.
As far as trends, what's going on in our community? What are some of the things that you're finding yourself responding to, maybe more or less than you have in the past?
Well, I think, mental health and addiction is still a big issue. The overdose epidemic has really not subsided over the past couple of years. That continues. So I think that's an issue that we're constantly dealing with. As the snow starts to melt, I'm sure we'll be back dealing with some of the traffic issues and the speeding things that are of a concern in the community. So we'll be actually working on a plan to reconstitute our traffic safety unit in some fashion and get that out on the streets as well.
All right. Chief, thank you for your time. Thanks for your leadership. Appreciate you being here today and help us celebrate Officer Jordheim. So a couple other notes here as we finish up today. Sandy's Donuts also saying their thanks. They'll be delivering some goodies to the Fargo PD and also here at Luther Family Ford as well. There is a section on our website on am1100theflag.com where we have a list of all of the honorees in this salute going back now about 5 years since we've been doing this program here. And in the days ahead, we'll be inviting our honoree Officer Jordheim to join us on the Need to Know Morning Show with Kevin Flynn and Alex Taylor coming up here in the days ahead. Last note from me, I always like to say this at the end, but at our operation, we always give the benefit of the doubt to the men and women who serve us behind that badge and the work that they do. When there's action taken by law enforcement and it makes the news, we give the benefit of the doubt to the people who have been trained to protect and serve our community. And that's a very important piece to us at our operation as well. I want to thank everybody for coming out again. And one more time, let's give a big round of applause to Officer Dean Jordheim. Thanks again for being with us, and we'll see you back here next time on am1100theflag.com and wdayradionow.com.